Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Taken in at the 3. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say,
and from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
how about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
To throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 17 yards out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You've got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now's the time. Don't give him nothing.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 51 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 69 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Rolling to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They're already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out with the defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On play action, they'll throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Matt Patricia here on 4th down, sending out the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Right back to him on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
There you go.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with 1 complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a bit.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your off.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear a lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. So the false start will back them up 5. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, that's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
The handoff as they run the counter play. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. He'll drop to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Back to throw here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get him.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Nice pickup through the air. I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
There we go, baby. There we go.
An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now this offense about ready to take over again.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I have to chuckle myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for our visitors, it's